Hello, my name is Ed, 17 years old from the UK, and today I'm going to tell you something which will change your life and has changed my life already. And you might think, okay, why am I going to take advice from a 17-year-old? He looks like a little bit of a retard. I'm not going to listen to him. Yeah, sure, don't listen to me, but this has worked for me and it's worked for many other people as well. And it's like the most simple thing. And I don't understand. People have like a very different mentality to me as well in a lot of things. And the basic thing that I'm talking about today, the whole principle of what I'm talking about today, is just doing something. Now, a lot of people give the advice of start a business online. Just start a business. And I think, yeah, sure, start a business. But a lot of people get scared by the word business. They think money, they think time, effort, all that I don't want to do. Because you'll think about the negatives instead of the positives. However, I'd just like to say, start doing something. It doesn't have to be a business. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. You don't have to think of it as running a business. It doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to take loads of time. You just have to start doing something. Now, when you start a business, you might think, okay, I need to spend a load of money. I need to spend a load of money doing this. I need to do a load of time, spend a load of time. And you might not have that time at the moment. You might work a day job. You might have 6 hours at the end of the day before you go to sleep. You might go to school. Then you've got 6 hours a day again before you go to sleep. And when I was 15 to 17 years old, I spent those hours just working, and I might be quite different to other people. So I'm not just going to tell you to work for every single hour of the day that you're not at school or at work. I'm not going to give you that advice because I think that advice is unrealistic for most people. So what I'm going to tell you to do instead is just do something for a period of time. Now, it doesn't have to be 10 hours a day that you're working for. It doesn't have to be even 1 hour a day that you're working for. Just spend some time every single day doing something that is going to benefit you. Don't waste your time, because a lot of people are in school and no, I'm not trying to be Andrew Tate, no, I'm not trying to be Hamza, no, I'm not trying to be some like productivity, self-improvement guru. I'm not that type of person, I don't really care about that. I just think a lot of people are just complete retards in this day and age, especially in the UK. I look at some people and I just think, what are you doing with your life? And yeah, sure, I'm 17 years old, and you might think, just go and live your life, mate. Just go and live your life. Have some fun. But no, yes, sure, you can have some fun. Sure, you can have some fun. Do whatever you want, I don't care. But at least spend some time every single day just doing something that's going to help you in the future. Just do one thing that's going to help you in the future make money. And of course, yeah, go to the gym, blah, blah, blah. That's all important, somewhat. I don't believe in going to the gym as much as some other people because, yeah, it might be important for your mentality. However, I just think if you really want to make money, going to the gym isn't actually going to help you. Sitting at a desk for 16 hours a day, every single day is going to help you more than going to the gym. So that's what I think. But anyway, if you're 15 years old right now, and all you do is just go to school, play video games, maybe some people are even more retarded than they smoke weed. If you're one of those people and you just don't really do anything with your life, and you're just like a little bit of a bum, you might not think you're a bum, but if all you do is play video games and you actually have no sort of life aspiration or nothing that you're aiming towards every single day, then you're a bum. So if you're a bum, like I just said, then you need to figure out, okay, what am I interested in? What can I do to start making some money online? Start working towards a goal. So what is the goal going to be? That's what you need to figure out first of all. What do you want from your life? For me, what I want from my life is a lot of money, and I want to literally just build a successful business that makes money. I don't really care about making money for myself personally. All I care about is having a business that generates a lot of money and basically building an empire. That's literally all I care about. Now, I make quite a decent amount of money at the moment. However, I don't take much money out of my business. Most of my money just stays in my business. I reinvest a lot of money. Like most of the money I made profit. I didn't actually profit last month. I checked my P&L, and just because I was spending so much money, I was just spending like £150 a day. Just spending. And literally I didn't profit last month at all because all I did was just reinvest everything. I was just testing a bunch of stuff, figuring out why things are working, why things aren't working. And that's why I made a lot of progress last month. However, my goal is to make 1 mil a month. I said this on Twitter. I said the dream is have a team of 10 running my Etsy stores, have a team of 10 running my 3PL, and make 1 mil a month by this time next year. That's my aspirations. That's what I'm aiming towards. However, you might not aim towards something as big as that. I have very big aspirations. I'm incredibly ambitious. You might just think, okay, 10k a month is perfectly fine for me, and of course that is fine, no problem. 10k a month is fine. If that's what you want, if you just want financial freedom and you just want to be free for yourself, you just want to be able to live somewhere, have a chill lifestyle, raise a good family in a good way with enough money, if that's all you want, perfectly fine. Aim for that. However, if you're just going home every single day and playing video games, you're not going to get to that goal. You're not going to get to 10k a month. You're just going to be a little bum. You're going to be a little retard who just plays video games. And you might think, I'm 15 years old. I can do it. It's fine. I can get away with it. However, yeah, sure. Don't play video games. Don't just waste 6 hours of the day every single day when you come home. If you have 6 hours a day when you come home from school, spend, I don't know, 2 hours. That's it. Or even 1 hour is fine. Spend 1 or 2 hours every single day when you come home from school doing something that's actually going to benefit you. And I promise this worked for me. When I was 15 years old in year 11, I was Fortnite coaching. So you might not think that's a real income, but literally all I did was took something that I enjoyed doing and was quite good at. I was trying to become a pro Fortnite player, and I figured out, okay, this is going to take way too much time, and I'm probably not going to make a lot of money from becoming a pro Fortnite player. So instead, all I did was just took my skill from playing Fortnite and then decided to coach people instead. Simple as. You can probably do that with one of your skills that you have at the moment. However, that's not something that you have to do. You don't just have to monetize a skill. You can also just do something like e-commerce online, where you can just sell products. Where you can just sell products online. Get out of the way, you fucking retard. So, yes, when you come home, just spend 2 hours a day, spend 1 hour a day, just doing something. And now you might think, okay, what can I do then? I don't just want to start a business. As I've been saying, just do something. What is something? Something can be literally anything you have a passion for. A lot of people say don't follow your passion in business. However, when you've got no idea what to do, what to start with, follow your passion. What are you interested in, first of all? Now me, I'm a little bit of a retard, but for me, what I did was I followed my passion. First of all, when I was doing Fortnite coaching, I was very passionate about Fortnite. I love playing Fortnite. And I did that every single day, and I just took that into a monetizable skill in coaching people. So you can do a similar thing to that, or you can also just find, maybe you're interested in Photoshop, maybe you're interested in editing films, maybe you're interested in selling products, maybe you like reselling, maybe that's your passion, reselling products. Maybe your passion is in clothing, fashion, anything like this. Whatever your passion is, figure out how to make money from doing that. And if you don't really have any passions, or you don't really have any passions that you think you can make a good amount of money from, instead, pick up a sort of side hustle. And that side hustle should be something which is very low investment financially and time-wise. So you don't really want to have to spend a load of time for it to actually be successful, and you want to actually do something which is going to be cheap. You don't want to have to spend a load of money to start a business, because no one wants to spend a load of money. No one wants to start spending $2,000 to start a business when they're 15 years old. No one wants to spend their whole life savings for the past 4 years to just start a business, which would be quite a big risk. So what business models can you actually do? So there's a couple that you can do. I've done TikTok Organic in the past, and TikTok Organic is probably one of the best business models to generate like a quick amount of cash from. It's very pump and dumpy, so you have very high months and you also have very low months. So it does sort of vary. However, that's not going to be a stable source of income. That's just how to get a little bit of cash in. That's just cash in the bank. It's not cash flow. If you really want something that's cash flow, I do think one of the best business models is Etsy. Now, you can do many different things on Etsy. You can do Etsy print on demand. You can do Etsy drop shipping. You can sell digital products on Etsy. You can sell like your recipes on Etsy. There's really just many things you can sell, and that's what I do. I sell on Etsy, and I don't just say you should do that because that's what I'm doing. I say that because I've gone through doing many business models in the past. I've done like 5-10 different business models, and Etsy is the one now that I stuck with for a year. And just to put that into context, I was making $1,000 a month, $1,500 a month from Fortnite coaching, and then I was making I was making on average probably a little bit more than that from doing TikTok Organic. And I've done other things which I haven't really seen any sort of success from. However, that's why I suggest doing Etsy. It's because it's by far the easiest out of all the things I've done. Etsy Etsy print on demand is by far the easiest thing I've done. Now, you can do Etsy dropshipping. That's one thing. However, that's still a business model where it doesn't bring you cash flow. All Etsy dropshipping brings you is just cash in the bank. no cash flow. So what do you actually want to do to build cash flow? If you want to just start making a couple hundred a month, as a complete beginner, maybe you're 15 years old, you just want a couple hundred a month so you don't have to go and work a job, Etsy print on demand is by far the best business model for you, by far. There's nothing that comes close and is as easy to generate like a couple hundred a month from doing like minimal work. Etsy print on demand is by far the easiest way to do that. So if you want to start your Etsy print on demand store, I made another video on that today. However, this video is purely about just not being a retard and not wasting your time. So now you have a business to start, or now you have like a sort of side hustle that you can begin, and when you go home, you can just spend a couple hours a day working on your print on demand store, maybe just putting out one new product per day on that store. You don't have to spend money on ads. That will surprise a lot of people. You don't have to spend money on ads. So don't worry about investing a lot of money. Etsy, you don't have to spend any money. On Etsy, it costs 20 cents to list a product, which I basically consider as free. So that's literally free. So if you're listing one item a day for a month, you're going to spend like, I don't know, $6 or something. So it's really not a lot of money if you're just listing one item a day. And you're going to start making way more than that, so it won't be an issue for you at all. So instead of going home and spending 6 hours a day on Fortnite, whatever games the youths play nowadays, go home, think, oh, I'll actually enjoy working on my my little business today because I made a sale yesterday. I made my first sale yesterday. I made £15 profit yesterday. And now I'm really motivated. I know if I just do 10 times the amount of work I've done, I could be making £15 a day, or I could be making £50 a day, whatever, if you just 10x the amount of work that you've done already. So that's what you're going to start finding out. And most of you are probably going to find out, okay, I actually really like this business model. I actually really enjoy doing this. And I'm actually going to start replacing the time that I'm spending doing useless shit with useful shit, such as working on your Etsy store, working on another business. If you don't want to do Etsy, perfectly fine, do something else. Just do something. Don't spend your time wasting away playing a video game that brings you no ROI. And people don't understand. They say video games might make you happy. Yes, for sure, they might make you happy. However, they make you happy in the short term, they don't make you happy in the long term at all. And that's completely true. A lot of people don't realize this. If you really enjoy playing video games, you're not one of those people who gets angry at it every now and again. You just fully enjoy it because it's a time to spend playing with your friends, whatever. Yes, you might enjoy it. However, it is vastly negatively impacting your mental health over the long term of things. Video games literally have no positive impact, and people don't realize this. The only positive impact that a video game has for a person is dopamine. It just brings you dopamine, which is extremely short-term pleasure and enjoyment, and that's it. Other than that, it just makes you sadder over the long term. And if you played video games for a year versus if you didn't play video games for a year, you'd be a lot happier without. And it also just destroys any sort of attention span. It also destroys any sort of like, interest in doing other things, determination, motivation, whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? They're just terrible all around. And I say this as someone who had 300 days played on the video game of Fortnite, by the way. I had 300 days played. I'm not some guy who just never played video games in my life. I played video games, and I haven't touched video games in a long amount of time because they are terrible, and I realise that they're terrible. And it's a complete waste of time. Alright. So, I hope this video helps someone out there, and I hope this video actually helps encourage some people to actually just get off your arse and do something. So annoying when I just see people just wasting their lives away, when especially they have potential. Especially when they have potential. And yeah. Don't be an idiot. Do something with your time. Your time is incredibly valuable. Go like that. If you're 15 years old now, I guarantee the time when you're 18 years old, you're leaving school and you're like, oh my God, what have I done? I could have been doing something for the past 3 years, and now I have to go and get a job, and now I've got no money. Now I'm stressing out. I don't want to work this job. This job's terrible. My life's terrible. My life's over. If you don't want to be in that position and you're 15 years old now, even if you're less than 15 years old, just start doing something. Maybe you're 18 years old. Maybe you started your first job and you're like, okay, I don't really want to do this anymore. This is the way to start. You don't have to do 10 hours a day. You don't have to invest loads of money. You just have to do something every day, and you're going to get way better over the long period of time.